love never fails you. Well, my heart won't make a sound when I can't turn back around, when the sky is falling down. Nothing is greater than this, greater than this. Love is right here. Love is the way. Love is the way, the truth, the light. Love is the river that flows through. Love is the arms that are holding you. Love is the place you will fly to. And love never fails you. I can hear her heartbeat from 1,000 miles, and the heavens open every time she smiles. When I come to her, that's where I belong. Yeah, I'm running to her like a river song. She give me love, 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 crazy love. She give me love, 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 crazy love. She's got a fine sense of humor when I'm feeling low down. When I come to her, the sun goes down. She'll take away my trouble, take away my grief. She'll take away my heartache in the night like a thief. She give me love, 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 crazy love. She give me love, 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 crazy love. Oh, I need her in the daytime. Yeah, I need her in the night. She give me love, 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 crazy love. She give me love, 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 crazy love.
It works from that far, right? Just
all you guests for today's ceremony. I am Sean's dad, and I will be the officiant for today's ceremony. We are gathered here today to witness and celebrate the marriage of Sean and Lisa. We are here to mark the start of a relationship, however. We are to bear witness to the bond that has grown between them. Today, they will affirm this bond formally and publicly. Sean and Lisa, do you, with your family and friends as your witnesses, present yourself willingly and of your own accord to be joined in marriage?
We do.
All right then.
Woo! Starting off strong.
Your joining together recognizes the significance of marriage and a devoted and affectionate family life. It also signifies the faith you have to go forward together without knowing what the future holds for both of you. Lisa's grandfather, Mr. David Butler, will now share a reading. He's busy taking photos.
Grant, it's your turn.
Yeah, stand under the pen.
All right, this is an Irish blessing. Lisa asked me to read it, and at my age, you know, you can't remember all the words, so she was kind enough to give me the This is an Irish blessing, and if you contemplate the words and the meaning, I think everyone will understand what's in everyone's heart on this day. Road rise up to meet you. May the wind be always at your back. May the sun shine warm upon your face. The rains fall soft upon the fields. May the light of friendship guide your paths together. May the laughter of children grace the halls of your home. And may the joy of living for one another trip a smile on your lips, and twinkle in your eye. And when eternity beckons at the end of a life heaped high with love, may the good Lord embrace you with the arms that have nurtured you the whole length of your joy-filled days. And may the gracious God hold you both in the palm of his hands. And today may the spirit of love find that dwelling place in your hearts.
Oh, by the way, the rain date for this wedding is today. Sean and Lisa, you have known each other from the first glance of acquaintance in the band room to this point of commitment. At some point, you decided to marry. From that moment of yes to this moment of yes, you have been making commitments in an informal way. All of those conversations that were held in a car or at Fort Wetherall, or on long walks with Abel, all those conversations that began with "when we're married," and continue with "I will," and "you will," and "we will," all those late night talks that included "someday," and "somehow," and "maybe," and all those promises that are unspoken matters of the heart. All these common things and more are the real processes of a wedding. The symbolic vows that you are about to make are a way of saying to one another, you know all those things we promised each other and hoped and dreamed? Well, I meant it all, every word. Look at one another and remember this moment in time. Before this moment, you have been many things to one another. Acquaintance, friend, companion, lover, dancing partner, even teacher, for you have learned much from one another these past years. Shortly, you shall say a few words that will take you across a threshold of life, and things between you will never quite be the same. After today, you shall say to the world, this is my husband, and this is my wife. Sean and Lisa, you will publicly make these promises to each other that you intend to keep.
babe. Here we are. The day has finally come. I know we've both been thinking of what to say to each other since the day we got engaged. And I know we've both done what we are best at, which is procrastinated writing our vows to the very last moment. I know a small part of it is because we both thrive under pressure, but the big part is because of the weight these words will carry for the rest of our lives. So a couple nights ago, as I was sitting there with pen in hand, various things scrawled on or crossed off the page in front of me, and Googling what to say, at that very moment you texted me asking, "Are you Googling what to write in your vows right now too?" While I laughed to myself, it struck me just how in sync we truly are. I thought about how every cliche, song lyric, and movie quote about love really does apply to our relationship, and how I just know with all of my heart that this was meant to be, and how thankful I am every day of my life that even though our lives took different paths for many years, fate intervened and we got the chance to get to this very day. All these thoughts took me way back to when it all started. How I knew I was not your first date, your first kiss, or your first love, but how absolutely amazing and lucky I am to say now that I vow to be your last date, your last kiss, and your last love for the rest of my life.
I want to kiss you, but I'm not supposed to. It's against the rules. Thanks. So Sean efficiently typed his, and I scribbled and re-scribbled, and then wrote it again and finalized it very last minute. Sean Casey, I have always loved you in some way, shape, or form. I didn't always understand that love because our timing was never right, so I convinced myself that I would never be lucky enough to have it happen. But life has taught me that everything really did have to happen the way that it did for us in order for you and I to become us. Our love story has taken many twists and turns, but it's a book that I never want to put down, and I can't wait to keep turning the pages. I may not have been your first kiss or your first date, but I want to be your last everything. I think we both have Google to thank for that one. I'm shaking. You are my light, the one who brightens my every day. You are my rock, the one who grounds me. You are my crazy past, my calming present, and my beautiful future. I vow to love you unconditionally with every part of my heart and soul. I vow to give you strength when you feel weak, even if you don't want to admit it, and a hand to hold when you are sad, even if you don't want to admit it. I vow to always challenge you to grow and be the best version of yourself. I vow to eat Teddy's peanut butter and only Teddy's peanut butter with you until the end of time. I vow to work on my efficiency until we are old and gray. I vow to love you even when I am frustrated when you are rushing me. I vow to eat pizza with you every Friday night and try to control my need to ask a million questions during that same movie night. I promise to kill the spiders so long as you keep the bees away. I promise to be true to you, to love you in sickness and in health. I promise to provide a loving home and to be the best wife, mom, and friend to you that I can be. I promise to laugh at your crazy singing and accents. And most of all, I promise to continue to fall in love with you more and more every day. Meeting you was fate. Becoming your friend was a choice. but falling in love with you has been beyond my control. I love you so much, Sean Casey. You have made me the happiest woman on this earth.
Thank you.
You, Sean, take Lisa to be your lawful wedded wife, having the full, for better or for worse, in sickness and in health, to love and cherish, from this day forward, until death do you part.
Damn right I do.
To you, Lisa, take Sean to be your lawful wedded husband, having the full, for better or for worse, in sickness and in health, to love and cherish, from this day forward, until death do you part.
Yes, I do.
Will Owens, please bring the rings.
We already passed it.
Skip that part.
That's all right.
May these rings be a symbol of your eternal love for one another. See the circle as an unbroken circle that love keeps together. This love is given freely and has no beginning and no end. Sean, repeat after me. I, Sean, give this ring
I, Sean, give this ring
as an eternal symbol of my love and commitment to you.
as an eternal symbol of my love and commitment to you.
With this ring, I thee wed.
With this